normally break at, let's say, the 100-meter board, lift 250 meters.
Hello, people. Welcome back. Finally to F1 Live Watchalong. Today, it's the Mexico City Grand Prix as we start the last 5 rounds of the 2024 F1 World Championship. And apologies I didn't do a watch-along to the US Grand Prix. I wasn't that well. But I'm back for the Mexico City Grand Prix watch-along. And Carlos Sainz starts from what may be his last pole position for the Scuderia Ferrari team, with Maxi Verstappen going for a 6th win in Mexico City in 2nd, and Pando Pulis in 3rd. And the 400 Grand Prix starts now for Fernando Sigma Alonso. Okay, Fernando Alonso, I'll just use RPM names. But yeah, 400 Grand Prix starts for Fernando Alonso, one of my all-time favourites. Even though Vettel was my favourite, and today's 11 years since he won his first world title, Fernando Alonso will always be one of my all-time favourites. And obviously, he was one of Vettel's biggest rivals in the early 2010s.
And I tell you what, Alonso will relish some duels against any of those on the track here this afternoon. We've already got the first 6 cars slotting into place.
Yes, so 19 will start.
Here we go. F1 in Mexico.
So he's confined to the pit lane.
Leclerc 4th. Ocon starting from pit lane for Alpine. I mean, he might not get any points anyway. Yeah, Shannon Pub, it's true. I haven't been live for a while. Last time I went live, I think, was September when I did Vettel's Redemption. And the last time I did a watch along was MotoGP Misano because F1 took a 4-week break as well. Here we go though, Mexico City for F1. Ocon's already. I can't even speak. Ocon's at the pit lane exit, ready to hammer it down the straight once everyone has gone past him. Here we go, 71 laps. I've also driven Hermanos Rodriguez in Mexico City. Here we go.
We're ready to go in Mexico City.
Go!
It's lights out and away we go. It is 760 meters down towards turn 1, and it's Max Verstappen and Carlos Sainz not going wheel to wheel because Verstappen has got slightly ahead.
What is no one's going to the inside for? Leclerc.
Verstappen has got the lead.
Oh, there's a crash.
The RB of Yuki Tsunoda.
That's Tsunoda. Yeah, I'm alright. He might have to. It's Tsunoda who's gone off. What if he collided with Lawson? Will RB collision? Could be. Verstappen takes the lead at a race. Maybe a safety car, but might not because he's at the end of the pit straight. Pit straight where you go off the circuit. That's a safety car, yeah. I thought it wasn't going to be, but it is a safety car, never mind. So now they're out at the first lap, first corner. That's a bit of a big one into the barriers up, but he also got hit. As the crowd cheer for Yuki as he gets out of the car, he obviously ain't happy. Medical car's been deployed. What a start though. Verstappen leads, Sainz in 2nd. Albon, he must have collided with Albon then.
The first corner last weekend severely damaged his diffuser, and I think he got collected by Yuki Tsunoda, and he's out of this race.
It could be. I think Albon did actually get hit. I think Albon actually hit Tsunoda. He obviously collided with Berman earlier the weekend when Berman was in Leclerc's Ferrari. I thought happened here. Yeah, it was. It was Alex Albon. Lawson, I think, was on the other side. Lawson's in the middle of the circuit, so obviously wouldn't be in. My first thoughts were it was an RB double collision, but yeah, Lawson has avoided that. I mean, obviously he was going to avoid it anyway. But Tsunoda out and Albon out of race 2, so that's already 18 runners left in this Grand Prix. Debris on the track. It's not much debris, but I think I'll be clear after all these cars have gone past. Piastri hasn't made any ground on the start. Perez at 5 places. The most gained out of any driver on the first lap. Followed by Zhou and Lance Stroll. We're getting at RB temporary barriers now.
Leads from Carlos Sainz.
Bit of a crazy start that. Verstappen leads with Sainz in 2nd and Lando Norris 3rd. Albon's out the car for Williams.
is ahead of his teammate Fernando Alonso. Sergio Perez, fantastic start for Perez, up 5 places.
Yeah, from 18th to 13th for Checo Perez, obviously aided by Tsunoda and Albon colliding.
This weekend on the track, and Oscar Piastri, no movement from him down.
Why is there a tractor on the circuit?
Yeah,
If it was raining, then that'd be a big red flag from the FIA, but still, I can't think that's a red flag from the FIA.
And this takes a huge
put a tractor on the circuit
of energy out of the power units, out of the tyres, and really frees the car up.
Okay, let's watch it start again. I don't know why. Norris went to the inside. He could have easily went to the outside.
The second phase of his start on the front of the grid there. So he's already taken the lead. Norris decides to tuck in behind Verstappen rather than going around the outside.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking, why didn't Norris go around the outside?
The inside line.
And then Leclerc tried going around the outside of Norris.
Basically, Sainz had to go off the track because Verstappen ran up to the edge of the track, and we know that the stewards are more lenient with that kind of thing on the first corner particularly. So Sainz giving the place back.
Yeah, Sainz to give it back.
Living for another day. So the front runners.
Let's watch now. Yuki's on board.
Where Hamilton got past
From 11th on the grid in the RB.
Alex Albon,
That's not going to be pretty.
with the yellow on the engine cover.
Yeah, obviously Williams have a new livery for Brazil in this race.
Didn't quite get ahead.
So Albon braked a bit earlier, and then that's what caused it.
Alex Albon
And Tsunoda braking, being a late breaker.
To be honest, when I see incidents like that,
I can't think racing incident
more often. So it really was. It was just a squeeze.
Yeah.
Wasn't it? It was the Alpine of Gasly squeezed.
It looks like you can't worse Gasly squeezing Albon and Albon then into Tsunoda.
But as I say, I watched that and wonder why it doesn't happen more often, actually.
Let's watch Albon's on board.
I don't think he did, actually. I think Alex Albon had to move over towards Yuki Tsunoda because that's
Yeah, no chance. And he damaged his left front.
Slightly left.
Just the way you can.
Now Albon can obviously get that back, so he had to stop on the track somewhere.
We group them all up, we start them all together, and that's
Magnussen, P7 though, he's actually playing with two Mercedes at the start. So for Magnussen's rear on board, yeah, got squeezed. Albon and Tsunoda got squeezed by Gasly, and obviously Hulkenberg sending it down the inside.
Whilst all this is happening, Sergio Perez is being investigated for a false start.
Oh, jump start from Perez, that may be a bit of controversy. That could be why you're also getting 5 places. Watch some Leclerc.
Russell came back at Lewis Hamilton, and George Russell would have seen the spinning RB in his mirror.
Yeah, he would have.
Yeah, I tell you what, Russell was very lucky not to be taken out there, so that is great.
Yeah, Russell was lucky, to be fair.
And the wall and the debris fencing doing a great job there. But of course,
Yeah, obviously Wall will do a great job. Try and slow the RB down and prevent debris, unless you hit it really hard.
You're just going to go to the.
Yeah, so there was a passenger into the several barriers at the end of the straight.
James Vowles is the team boss at Williams. James.
No, Williams all hopes left on Franco Colapinto again.
Just so unlucky from what we've seen there, James.
Yeah. Oh,
I was listening in.
he went.
Pretty much nailed.
Did he go over? I think he did. He went over
Yuki didn't really do much wrong.
his grid marker,
Yeah, and very disappointing given.
and obviously Perez's start.
Points, I think, were a possibility.
Yeah, he reacted
Is a
fine.
man who likes to get some overtaking done, and he's already up at the 14.
Yeah, Colapinto's got up to 14 already. That's mainly because Albon Tsunoda crashed. He would have been 16th otherwise.
Good position today. Not the hard turn. So's Perez, but I think he's being investigated for a jump start and then Lawson ahead. But I think that also strategy today could pay off.
And Perez nearly actually went into both Aston Martins because he got sandwiched. Or to be fair, there probably was another car on the outside anyway, so Stroll couldn't really do anything about that.
Well, let's see how the rest goes.
If obviously they did collide.
We'll be back with you a little later on. Thanks ever so much indeed. So Sergio started too far forward.
Yeah, too far forward, that's what I thought.
There was no relative movement.
Safety car is not coming in yet. And the second weekend in a row we got the safety car.
Just an update. Our start is under investigation. Says full start. The race control messages.
Shouldn't be in that position at the start. He's got kick on his helmet. He probably had one before a race. Yeah, he's now done, from what I know, he's now done $4.5 million worth of damage this season for Red Bull.
lights went out. So Sergio Perez.
There's Hugh Bird. Sergio Perez is racing at Red Bull.
Is leading this race.
Now, where is this safety car coming in? Because we want to get a race on here. Verstappen's got an old engine in that car, so he may be under pressure from Sainz and Norris behind. I mean, Fernando Norris. I mean, Pando Porras. Knowing how much he bottles I'm wearing Lando match. He's one of my favourite drivers, so yeah. I might call him Pando Porras still, anyways, if he bottles it. They're clearing my debris now on the straight, so can we please get a race going here? FIA? Get this safety car at the pit lane and get this race officially going again. Please. I don't want to spend 10 laps behind the safety car on this race because then this Watchalong will probably take about. Oh yeah, I forgot about Albon's car. I forgot about Albon. I thought his car would be cleared already. Anyway, to be fair. The monster's going to just push that back into that little section. Yeah, with that little part where it's got the Rolex safety car thing, it's saying they could have put it behind that barrier instead.
Absolutely right. All these laps, though,
let's get the tractor out. I don't know why they did that.
What does this do for strategy? Bernie Collins. Oh,
Team Radio.
The drink is pretty hot up doing zigzag, so right, I need to drink even if I don't want to. Okay.
Oh.
That's a problem. You might need to zigzag to warm your tyres up a little bit.
That's a problem for Leclerc, actually. We have to come maybe out for another 1 or 2 laps or so. So there goes everyone through. Little S's. Left, right section.
We were expecting that one stop.
It's a slow version of the USA S's. Or Silverstone Maggots Beckett's.
So that's allowing them more flexibility in the stop lap.
I don't get how, in the last 2 corners of that S's, penalty for Perez, 10 seconds or 5 seconds? I'm guessing, no, 5 seconds. So it's, I don't know why, the drivers always go slow in the third part of the corner, the final right-hander on the S's. I mean, it's probably because it's a tight right-hander, but on the F1 game, I go nearly flat out for that. I mean, pretty much most F1 players go nearly flat out for that. That's right-hander. It's probably easier to take in the F1 game, to be fair.
Can have a 5 or 10 second penalty.
He's got a 5-second penalty.
5 seconds for Perez, so let's see how it puts him at the end. All clear. Get this race back underway now. Everything's clear.
Frankly, if you're right at the front of the grid, you might stick your car a full length out and go, oh, that's 5 seconds.
Get this race underway. Thank you.
It has to be.
Christ above FIA.
But anyway, it's 5 seconds.
Also, I am calm. I was going to do an RPM thing, but yeah, I thought I might as well just say that because, yeah, I always try and stay calm in these situations. When safety car clearly has to come in, obviously everything's clear, and they don't always take the race and they don't to restart it.
So it's Verstappen's job.
So Maxi Pad, he's done this loads of times. He has ever since 2021. He's done this loads of times back in the pack. Team Radio, Perez.
We were forwards of the grid box. We were too far forwards. So, have a look. I don't think we were.
You clearly were checking. I admit it.
To help the drivers, aren't they?
Well, it's the big fat yellow line is the clue. That's where your front tyre should be. And
yeah.
They extend it way outside, so you just rotate it. So Max has now got to let the safety car go, which he's doing. Back the pack up. He becomes the de facto safety car. Because you've got to give the safety car chance.
So Verstappen's wanting to give us racing away. And he's got an old engine in, so he's got to try and play this smart.
It's entirely within his prerogative.
Safety car's in. He decided to go.
There it is.
what he needs to do is get that jump start, catch people by surprise, and try and break the toe, the slipstream that Carlos Sainz and Lando Norris are going to be.
Yeah, he's going to try and break the slipstream.
He's made an excellent job of the restart there, has Max Verstappen. Carlos Sainz is gaining on him. Lando Norris is a little bit further back. Charles Leclerc is gaining on Lando Norris here. But look at the slipstream effect for Carlos Sainz as we head down to turn one. Verstappen's got enough of an advantage to go through the turn.
Let's see what happens at a race with Verstappen, Sainz and Norris. And you can count Leclerc as well. Let's see how Piastri does from 17th.
That'll be bothering Red Bull and Max Verstappen.
Yeah, he's got an old engine in that car. And he did say Max take a new engine later on in the season. I think realistically, he could take it into Lagos or Vegas because those are speed tracks. Obviously, I won't be live watching on to Vegas because that's on at 6 in the morning. So hopefully for the Brazilian Grand Prix and the last 2 rounds of the season, including this one, you're not including this one, but the last 2 rounds of the season, Qatar and Abu Dhabi, I should be alive for those races too. Obviously, Abu Dhabi made me feel about Hamilton because his last race with Merck. Spoiler, by the way. Verstappen's already over a second clear of Carlos Sainz.
It wasn't like Austin where they both went off the track at the first corner right. End of lap 7, starts
lap 8.
Lap 8, Max Verstappen leads from Carlos Sainz, and the gap was exactly 1 second as they crossed the line.
And Verstappen went the quickest lap.
7/10 behind in third place. Charles Leclerc is running in 4th. Let's see back to see if there's a move here. Fernando Alonso potentially on Lance Stroll.
Nah.
Sergio Perez.
Perez is behind them. Piastri hasn't got ahead of the 2 kick Saubers yet. But arguably kick Saubers after like a wheelie bin with aids, like Rocky Pan Mohawk says. He said that in his Battle of Britain video. Shout out to him, by the way. Again, because he's an icon. Best F1 YouTuber out there, I'll say. Means no debate he is.
A very long way to go yet. Although you know what, with that safety car, we're already over 10% through the grind.
Yeah, we are.
Well, the safety car will make that marginal one stopper just a little bit easier.
Right.
Fernando Alonso giving
Sainz might have DRS on Verstappen. He's actually gained a bit on him too.
His teammates Lance Stroll, Sergio Perez hanging on to the back of this particular battle.
Perez is.
So goes Pierre Gasly still in the top.
So kick Saubers have DRS on each other on Colapinto.
Great starts. Magnussen holding that 7th place. Hulkenberg making up 2 places for a Haas team that are properly on a roll at the moment.
Sainz at the fastest lap. He's actually gained on Verstappen actually. And he's in DRS.
Sainz got the rear wing open this time. He got within the second. Look at the pace he's got.
He's going to go for it. Sainz on the inside of Verstappen. That's a great move. Oh, Sainz goes on the curb. See what Verstappen can do here. Yeah, that's what kept Sainz ahead with DRS. That's put Norris and Leclerc into this battle now. So now Verstappen is the chasing one on Carlos Sainz. We might have a 4-way fight here for a victory in Mexico City. Bring it on.
They've shortened the DRS zone on the main straight by 7.
Why would they do that exactly? Probably because it's too powerful. That's a great move as well.
Goes a little bit deeper, I think, than he would have wanted to.
And obviously, him going on the curb put Lando and his teammate Leclerc into this battle. And he doesn't want the track limit infringement this early in the Grand Prix. This will give Verstappen an opportunity though, but Norris is also behind him.
Yeah, the Red Bull's been very strong with Verstappen in that middle sector.
Empty battery for Verstappen.
What is this for stupid mode?
I think that's when Sainz realised I'm going to pass him. We saw the red lights flashing on the back of the Red Bull.
Here comes Lando Norris this time.
Lando.
Verstappen, but Norris is just a little bit
too
far back.
1.3 clear in the first sector. That's obviously that Sainz going on the curb.
Yeah, I think Sainz realised the red lights were flashing on the back of the Red Bull. It was harvesting battery power, and I think that's when he thought, I'm going to have a go.
Oh, go on, Lando. Go on, Lando.
And Max Verstappen covers him off, and wins for the second week running. Lando Norris has to go off the track. Now he's ahead of Max Verstappen. What do McLaren do here? Safe option, give that place back.
Yeah, safe options doing that.
Once again, that Max Verstappen just forced Lando off the road.
Oh, they're forcing each other off now.
Both off the track again.
They're both
now,
off.
This is really getting their elbows out. Sainz could be under pressure here in this battle for the lead.
It looked as if Norris was trying to let him through.
Yeah, it looks like it was.
The racetrack.
And Charles Leclerc is through in a second.
Ferrari 1-2 again.
As we were watching Verstappen,
Wow,
Norris,
Verstappen giving it everything at Lando.
Leclerc makes it a Ferrari 1-2.
I was ahead the whole way through the corner. This guy is dangerous. I just have to avoid a crash. It's the same as last time, mate. Yeah, we're on it, mate. We end up in a wall in a bit.
Well, Lando Norris, I think, getting more aggressive this week, but still feeling that how can he fight against Max Verstappen when Verstappen just runs him off the road? That's Norris's feeling there. Lewis Hamilton gaining on Lando Norris, but his sights out in the lead from Leclerc, Verstappen, Norris, and Hamilton the top 5.
Yeah, we need to see that again. It looked ridiculous, to be honest, from what
Yeah, he
I
did.
saw. We also saw Lewis Hamilton having to...
Yeah, Max is getting so aggressive lately.
Slipstream, and he's doing it again to protect his temperatures.
Yeah, that's actually smart from Hamilton, actually.
As Norris and Verstappen squabble, it's brought the pack onto their tail.
It has.
Noted by race control.
It's noted.
There goes Lando Norris. He is ahead.
Yeah.
But Verstappen,
Yeah, but Norris was ahead that time.
And then he's ahead.
I completely agree. I think...
It's not like Texas. It's different this time. And then Verstappen forced them both off.
Lando trying to give that place back. No, he wasn't at that stage. No, he wasn't. And Max just stood up the inside and took him off.
Didn't look like he was. And then
there has to be a penalty there for Verstappen.
Has to be, definitely. If it's not a penalty, FI are definitely playing Red Bull. Or the Red Bull, the race stewards have a preference for Red Bull. Go back to live. Let's see what the gap is.
I'd be saying to Max, give the place to Lando now.
He's going to DRS, I believe.
Let's fight again.
He overtook off the track at first. Yeah.
No DRS for Lando.
I don't think that's what they're saying. Certainly there doesn't seem to be any inference on the track. Verstappen's not slowing down here.
He's not slowing down.
DRS on the Ferrari.
No, because they scampered off ahead.
Yeah.
Tell you what, Kevin Magnussen is sticking to the...
Yeah, Magnussen's doing a great job in the Haas. So too is Hulkenberg. I wish to know that race. This helps him in battle for RB for sixth in the Constructors' Championship. 60 laps to go.
So you've got the turn 8 incident, and you might then have that next incident.
Yeah.
I think Red Bull should give that place back.
They probably should. If Perez goes for it on Lance Stroll, Perez is actually a decent race here, despite a penalty.
Perez is now cleared both of the Aston Martins.
And Piastri's trying to get ahead of the Kick Sauber of Valtteri Bottas.
Just to keep reminding you, the Stewards, Martin, are looking at that incident.
They are.
Norris and Max Verstappen.
Yeah, they're looking at 2 now, aren't they? Sorry, yes. 2 have been reported, and the stewards are now actively looking.
I can fully understand why Lando Norris feels the way he does.
Yeah, I can understand too about Lando.
Devil's advocate, trying to be fair, did Max Verstappen think that Lando Norris was giving that place back, and is that why he tried to make the move there?
It could be the reason, but I don't know.
But I don't know if he was, but I think Lando was just positioning himself.
But today with the fastest lap now, he's going for 2 in a row. He is.
Out in front, Carlos Sainz isn't having all his own way, I don't think. Here.
And Sainz isn't. Leclerc has got better race pace, as Piastri should get ahead of Bottas this time.
Into 16th place. But
yeah, that's easy for Piastri, and the Kick Sauber's on really his fight. And obviously, Kick Sauber's on really the fight that Piastri's really involved in.
That double incident with Max Verstappen, and they count. One more, he'll be getting a warning.
That won't add to his mood at all. Carlos Sainz ahead, and then there's the incident. Verstappen and Norris.
Wasn't it? That was for me, that's unquestionable. A shove.
Yeah, it was for Max.
Yeah, he'll say, look, I stayed within track limits. And
talking about the...
They want to see his go behind TikTok. If he says it's Max's, it's Lando's fault, then I don't know what he's on about.
And this is where...
Yeah, and there's another one there, not keeping your car under control. Wow.
If I was Lando, I'd put my hands up saying, what are you doing?
Get it. And there might be another one yet. I thought he was going to get that, which is why I felt they should have given the place.
Yeah, penalty.
So he gets a 10 second for that, and
10-second penalty. That's big for Max Verstappen in the title fight as well. Forcing another driver off the track.
He might claim that in the first instance, he did exactly what he has been doing so far, and the stewards have said he's okay. In the second instance, yeah.
Oh, the two Mercedes going for it. Russell and Hamilton.
Inside George Russell, we ride on board with this. The battle for 5th place. Verstappen has a 10-second penalty. We're on lap 14 of this race. Both Red Bull drivers have time penalties in the race so far.
Yeah, Verstappen's got to serve that his pit stop.
Hamilton wants him to go round the outside, and he's just a bit too far back.
South play mark contention.
Russell really closes in. And this is two Mercedes, but both very different spec Mercedes. Hamilton's got all the new upgrades.
Oh, Hamilton,
Russell,
new
as a
upgrades.
result of the 2 crashes he's had in practice here and in qualifying in Austin, running a spec that goes as far back
Team idea for Max.
So Max Frippo, being given a 10-second penalty for forcing Lando off track at turn 4. So head down.
Yep. It's quite impressive.
There was a lot of whinging. A lot.
Well, but you can understand that, and you can understand why the
why Red Bull not understanding that. They've been in this situation before with Hamilton and Mercedes back 3 years ago. Don't they remember?
It was much more dangerous.
That doesn't seem to be
Russell might get him here.
by the stewards. Right, trying to break the toe. Lewis Hamilton in 5th place. George Russell coming at him. Here's the battle between the 2 Mercedes drivers once again. He's got DRS as George
it's
Russell.
fierce between the 2 Mercs.
Towards the outside of turn 1. Russell is clean through and goes a little bit deeper, but hangs on.
Battle of Merc, and Russell's got ahead.
Neat move by George Russell.
Yeah, the Silverstone pack just overtook the Mexico Aero pack.
Comfortable,
but,
and Silverstone was when Hamilton obviously won the Grand Prix, which obviously was, without a doubt, Silverstone was the best race of the year so far. I'm so I didn't like Watchalong today because back then I wasn't thinking of bringing F1 Watchalongs back. But if I could do Watchalong for that race, I would have. That's the explanation. I would have if I could. But obviously, I've then just been right for the MotoGP German Grand Prix, so Magnussen's right in this. He's battling the 2 Mercedes.
I think Carlos felt that Charles was aggressively trying to close in on him, and it just needed to settle down here and maintain the status quo. Ferrari on for a first 1-2, back-to-back 1-2 finish since Bahrain and Spain 2008.
Yeah, when Felipe Massa and Kimi Raikkonen in the Ferraris. Now it's Carlos Sainz and Charles Leclerc.
Maybe to save his tyres a little bit and get some.
Magnussen could well challenge for P6 today. Alonso's in the pit lane already.
The Louvre's on the side of that Ferrari. Fernando Alonso pits lap 16 of this race. And I think that's
the Toyota
thing
on the back of the car.
Alonso in some clean air as
well.
It's
retiring.
I think that he's retiring. Because Fernando Alonso, 400th Grand Prix weekend, he stops on his marks a lot better than that. And he's been told to retire the car. That is
what's going on with Fernando? For God's sake.
That really is.
I hope Aston can deliver him a good car next year. If they deliver a car that's at least second best at the start of the year, he could well be a contender for race wins and podiums at the start of the year. And obviously don't discount pole positions.
If you've risked your life and sweated, you were there. And even if your car breaks down, go to the line, or your Michelin's to race in it, anyway, we'll always disagree about that, but let's agree.
So Magnussen's now actually closed up it to Hamilton.
And keep it clean. You have a good pace. Keep it clean.
Leclerc told to keep it clean. This could be Sainz winning this time instead of Leclerc.
Side with his sister car at some point.
Yeah. One information
So is Hamilton DRS?
Speaking to our colleagues at Sky,
no. Magnussen does.
Sainz and Leclerc free to race each other. Maybe Martin, because Carlos Sainz, if he is leading this race, won't listen to any team orders.
He probably won't.
Magnussen hunting down Hamilton.
Yeah, Magnussen hunting down Hamilton. We haven't seen that for a while.
Outstanding for such a small
team. I haven't seen that in Miami, I don't think. These two battle.
Has just turned things around with clever engineering at that Haas team, and they continue to go from strength to strength. Sergio Perez, meanwhile, turning around this weekend.
Yeah, Perez is doing a good job.
Liam Lawson, the smart money, is on to race in that Red Bull car for next season.
Yeah, he is.
Sergio Perez love to make a little impression on that particular story right here,
Yeah,
right now,
Perez
on
probably
the
would.
track, and show that he's still very much got a future.
Yeah, Lawson in the points.
Yeah, Perez would like to show he's still got a future, for sure.
A future in the Red Bull Empire on the grid somewhere.
The Red Bull Empire.
It'll be interesting to see where.
It's like the Empire versus the Red Bulls. Like Red Bull's the Empire on the grid, and McLaren are the Red Bull Alliance. It's like Star Wars, but F1 edition. A bit like with Mercedes versus Red Bull back in 21.
But the thing is, he's got to be aggressive. He's got to attack Sergio Perez.
But obviously, we all know Abu Dhabi was fixed. So
in the pit lane, let's see him get aggressive potentially against Liam Lawson down this main straight. The battle for the last points place. Lawson returned to Formula One last weekend and finished in the points.
Yeah, Lawson did.
19th on the grid. Here comes
Plus
Sergio
plus
Perez. He's gaining. He is
50 miles an hour. He doesn't go for it.
To make a move into turn one. But as you said, a few laps
between Red Bull, now with Max and the old Red Bull, I prefer this Red Bull Empire at the back, Sebastian Vettel.
Yeah, Charles Vamos at the top of
It's currently got a silver flag and blocking these bits, so apologies to Seb. Oh, Perez! That's aggressive.
Lawson has to go almost off the track, but he hangs this one up.
Bit of contact as well.
Perez is off the track, and they're still going wheel to wheel, and Lawson stays ahead.
Wow. Brilliant battle that.
Somebody lost some pieces in there.
Yeah.
And Perez slow out of the corner, but seems to be gathering speed now. Lost a few aero pieces in there. Good wheel-to-wheel combat.
Yeah, good wheel-to-wheel racing there. Brilliant. And Lawson, brilliant defending.
Especially if they'd have actually finally made contact. But that's really put Sergio Perez off his stride.
That is a stroll to get right on the tail once again of Sergio Perez.
Just 10th in the corner.
Bernie Collins, what have you got for us?
Yes, Crofty, I was just going to come in quickly on the Alonso retirement for you. Just listen
to
your video comes directly.
Is he doing? Is he okay?
It's fine, Sergio. Carry on, Bernie.
I was just going to say on Alonso, just before that, he seems to have got something stuck in a radiator or brake duct in front of the car. They're saying that it's getting too hot, they have a blockage, and that was a leak for their
Oh, yeah, it was a blockage in the radiator system.
DNF of the season, Perez hangs on.
Another DNF for Fernando Alonso.
Lance Stroll was there on the scene. Was Lance Stroll just biding his time a little bit to
Stroll biding his time with his former teammate.
Turn 11, Sergio Perez. Turn 4, I should say. Sergio Perez.
There was a fight this one.
This time, Lance Stroll goes off the track and comes back on wheel to wheel.
And Perez will keep the place.
And Sergio Perez survives for another day. And if he felt that Liam Lawson was getting his elbows out a bit too much, did he then say, right, okay, I'll do the same thing to Lance Stroll? Meanwhile, while this has been happening, and this is big news for this race and in the Drivers' Championship, Max Verstappen, another 10-second penalty for leaving the track and gaining an advantage.
You got 20 seconds now.
Wasn't it? That was the second incident, the one that, for me, the Lawson Perez incident's been noted as well.
And Perez Lawson incident, a lot of incidents with the stewards to investigate.
Which was marginal.
That was point video being on Disney Plus.
Rude and cheeky.
Leaving a track and gaining advantage at turn 8. Piastri's still in 14th. He hasn't really made much impression.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Of a penalty.
What it does, if he was to serve it right here, right now, it would take him out of the points and just ahead of his teammate. So in 10th place, just ahead of his teammate Sergio Perez.
It would.
Who has been noted with that Lance Stroll incident for forcing.
And Norris is gaining a bit on Verstappen.
Piastri, we saw get past Bottas about 3
laps ago. Oh, it's a little tear off, I think, on
just
that
ahead of him.
mirror, but on his right mirror.
Know, Martin, Verstappen is going to be furious to get 2 penalties there.
He will be, but he should have had it coming. After being too aggressive with Lando, he should have had it coming. I mean, this was good racing as well. He lost a bit of his floor, Perez did. That's what probably cost him a bit of time. He lost a bit of bodywork on his floor.
That's why he lost ground. He had a massive slide then, didn't he?
Yeah.
So who was ahead at the apex?
Is he serious?
We've also getting a bit feisty on the radio too.
Oh, look at that damage has come on the curb there from the floor.
Maybe and a bit on the side pod.
Look at we can see the damage here on the side pods.
Yeah, it'll affect the airflow, and there's
it will.
Had a good old nibble out of the underfloor as well.
And then you got Stroll on
Under
Perez.
braking, Lance Stroll is ahead.
Force another driver off the track.
Perez comes back at him, and there's no route.
Doesn't leave him a fair and reasonable width. So
Doesn't really. That's an incident for once. That's not Stroll's
might
fault.
take another 5 seconds for that.
Perez is in. They're probably retiring the car.
Oh, Oscar Piastri.
Piastri and Colapinto.
Almost off the track and into the grass by Franco.
He's going for it, though.
Colapinto. The two
Oh,
young
brilliant,
guys
Piastri. What a move.
here for 12th place, and Piastri has gone ahead.
Perez has pitted. He served one of the penalties.
Back at him, but they both got
Colapinto coming back at Piastri here.
Their way down towards the next turn. Sergio Perez is
Piastri's
into the
ahead.
pits. Piastri
Locks
is
up,
ahead
though.
of Colapinto.
So
Again, another great battle. This is actually a decent race so far. For once, Mexico City's providing some great racing.
or are they trying a different strategy? But I wonder if that hole in the side pod,
Yeah, he's in and out.
he's gone straight out again, has he? So
Yeah.
it's an odd time to stop.
What they may do is serve penalties and they can't get anywhere, just retire the car.
Well, you have to serve a 5-second penalty while they do that. Are they just putting him into some clear air?
Yeah, and I think they've adjusted the front wing as well, maybe to make up for that damage a bit.
Probably. I mean, to be fair, it's a right decision anyway. If your car is damaged, try and adjust the front wing. You can't obviously adjust the rear wing on a part of firmware rules.
Driving standards guidelines, and they've been talking about it and discussing it, and maybe they all don't agree as to exactly how they should be doing it, because we're seeing
Probably
lots of
won't.
incidents here that the stewards need to look at and have been looking at and have resulted in penalties.
It's inevitable.
Team Radio Russell.
So Verstappen now has a 20-second penalty.
Wow.
As head of the GPDA, I'm sure George Russell is fascinated by that.
Norris is actually getting back on Verstappen here.
It is.
And Verstappen knows now he's got a 20-second penalty. He can't be too aggressive here.
close now. And look how many different teams we got in the top 10.
And if he's got his 20 seconds,
In the
then
top 11, if you get to
what he
Stroll.
could say is, run, Lando, run. That's what he could say.
I think this kind of wheel-to-wheel
He could say, is, let Lando go and just say, run, mate, run.
You've got the international
Outstanding penalty.
You've got the sporting regulations. You have the race director's final instructions, and you have the guidelines. They conflict, and they're being tested out massively now. And
They are.
be a topic
And he's-
for them to sort out.
If he's going to serve out the penalty, he's going to put him right behind Ocon.
Get the feeling, get the drivers.
He's being told.
So nice update. You've been given another 10-second time penalty. That's for leaving this track and gaining an advantage at turn 8.
I'm ready then. Tip 4. That's fine then. Oh, that's a silly man.
Like you,
Tried to bite
Max.
his tongue, but in the end, he couldn't bite it any longer. Max Verstappen. No further
Yeah.
investigation, by the way. Lawson and Perez.
Right decision to be fair on that. That was
Lawson
actually a decent
Sergio
battle.
Perez, who picked up a load of damage. And I just wonder, Martin,
Well,
if
Perez
they
to pick
can't
up
all
damage,
get the
but
drivers
yeah.
together
Fair
before
decision.
Sao Paulo and actually come up with a framework that they all agree on to take into the next race. Because, as you say, the pack is so close together. The sooner we sort it out, the better.
Yeah, there'll be 20 different opinions, but it's worth it.
There will be.
Yeah, but give it 3 hours and then they'll hopefully find a consensus on that one. And I think it is up to the drivers who often
Norris hasn't
say,
got in
you know,
DRS
we want
range
our
yet.
opinions
But in
consulted
the
on
last
the
few
board.
laps, he's been gaining a couple of attempts there and there on Max
Decision-making
Verstappen.
process, you know, it's up
This
to
was
the drivers
Piastri against
to
Colapinto
take
again.
that responsibility.
So Piastri sent it on the
It's not
inside.
Piastri Franco Colapinto move.
Yeah, and that was close.
Oh, that was close, actually. I was up 18. That was the previous lap.
That one coming. Very well indeed.
That wouldn't be a penalty, though, because obviously he didn't result in anyone DNFing.
We saw one before. Between those two.
Colapinto's been great for Williams so far.
Good old ding dong. Now Lando Norris gaining a bit here on Max Verstappen, but still not within the DRS range of him. Bernie, to you.
Yeah, so it's just going to come in a little bit on the Perez pit stop there, Crofty. So they
Next
did that
35
pit stop. I
minutes,
think the main
we should
reason
be at that
possibly to
48,
realign from
49.
any loss in the arrow that they had. The second thing is, if there was another penalty coming, they've done that pit stop with just the 5 seconds rather than an even slower stop than would be the case. But because they started on the hard tyre, they've been forced onto a medium tyre. Now, with
Yeah, they've been
as
forced
many
on a
laps
Red Bull lap with
in this race
Perez.
to go, is that possible to go all the way to the end? Not sure. And that's why I think that many of the others below that
Norris
top
and
10
DRS.
mark haven't covered Perez because they think it's too early.
Look, it's
to get
Piastri.
to the end.
There goes Oscar Piastri ahead of Colapinto and now ahead
It's Stroll, for God's sake. He's already ahead of
11th
Colapinto.
place, making
If you could check
saving and nursing his
but
tyres in
the race
stage
direction,
of the
then you'll
afternoon
know.
on the fringes of the top 10, although he's got a fair way to go to get.
Yeah, 6 seconds to
Yeah, his race is becoming, just coming along
Liam
now,
Lawson.
isn't it?
No,
Oscar
no,
Piastri, we know
Norris
he's
is in DRS range here. Get us back to that now.
has got
Get us back to the other McLaren. Lando's got DRS.
DRS range heading down the main straight, and we join him. Verstappen looks a long way ahead from there, though, doesn't he?
Yeah, but
Let's
don't
be fair, he
forget,
does.
as you see the harvesting going on at the end of the straight, Lando Norris will have another blast of DRS on what is a shorter run down towards turn 4. So let's see what Lando Norris can do this time around at the corner where they made contact and where they got into a whole heap of doodah. About 2 laps to go.
Yeah, Lando needs to treat that Red Bull like the hind legs of a donkey, would be my advice right now.
I mean, does Lando just sit and wait, Martin?
Yes, apologies for that.
To take his pit stop, serve his penalty.
My tyres are not holding on, guys. Need a pad.
How about that? Let Lando go and make a pit stop.
Verstappen probably holding him up a little bit here. The Ferraris are scampering off into the distance.
Yeah. We've got 10 seconds to Sainz and nearly 6 seconds to Charles Leclerc. This could well be a second consecutive Ferrari 1-2, and Lando managed to get Verstappen down the pitch straight. And he's got the DRS as well, don't forget, unless, you know, he bins it in the last corner, which he doesn't. So he's got DRS, and he's a bit closer this time.
Carlos Sainz leads by 5 seconds from Charles Leclerc. Max Verstappen 5 seconds further back. Lando Norris in DRS range and gaining on the Red Bull and here he comes down towards turn 1.
He actually doesn't go for it. I think he tried Verstappen under a bit of pressure.
50-50. And safety was the word of the day. No further action. The stewards, Lance Stroll and Sergio Perez, for Stroll being forced off the track.
Yeah, I think the stewards have been a little bit.
So Norris is actually not going for it yet. I think he's actually biding his time this time with Verstappen. And to be fair, he doesn't want to risk taking himself out of the Grand Prix along with Verstappen. I'm not sure if then Verstappen's penalty is going to a grid penalty for Sao Paulo. I don't exactly know if it does. I don't know who's going to be the best car in Brazil. I'm going to guess Ferrari again. Because Ferrari are really quick in the last 2 races with upgraded ball in Monza, where they actually won that race, where Ferrari did a non-typical Ferrari thing and actually did an actual good strategy.
To 3rd place. Max Verstappen will be leading the Drivers' Championship, potentially winning
Team Radio,
the Drivers'
Verstappen's been told to pit, so let's give Lando some DRS.
Coming in now. That hasn't happened for a long time. Nelson Piquet would grab up in 1983.
So they could be switching the strategy up here.
Chase after the Ferraris.
But Max will come out with fresh tyres, won't he? The undercut's not especially powerful there. He's got to get the hard compact.
Yeah, they're serving his time penalty.
Karun's down there. I am, Martin, and it feels like an eternity. Everyone just standing around watching the car. This is so unusual, really, isn't it? And 20 seconds in a race where these cars are already struggling with temperature. I can see the fan above Verstappen's head. They're trying to get air into the airbox to try and keep the engine cool. Apparently, Perez was already reporting with high temperatures before his stop. So this was double bad news.
Yeah, they served both of them.
He's gone in the hard tyre and is heading back out of the track. Yeah, that's why McLaren don't have to respond too quickly, obviously, with the penalty. But that's like being on the naughty step at the front of the class, isn't it, for a very
So Verstappen back out in 15th.
Comes out behind Esteban Ocon down in 15th.
So he served both penalties.
Esteban Ocon having a little look there at Joe Guan Yu. Lance Stroll has
Just on 41 seconds, so it looks evident now that Norris will finish ahead of Verstappen today. He may have finished behind with 2 Mercedes.
The penalty being served is the pit stop's a bit longer than you normally expect, so he was a second and a half.
And he may even be held up by these two, Ocon and Joe Guan Yu.
Lance Stroll was, for instance.
Yeah, absolutely. It's to slow out there. Some of these corners are like 50 miles an hour, but then the snake that follows is quite a challenge in a Formula One car. Obviously, they have carried nothing like the speed they were in qualifying.
Yeah, it won't be like nothing like the speed they were doing in quality.
Tired as they're trying to edge them through into the Grand Prix.
So then Joe's got 3 seconds to Bottas,
Norris, Russell,
or Ocon, whoever stays ahead here.
Magnussen's fallen away from the 2 Mercedes now.
Looks like K-Mag is.
with his teammate Hulkenberg behind him in 7th.
I want to see the leader gap, not the interval gap.
He's been told by his McLaren team, right, use this clean air. Nice clean air that you can punch a hole into and keep your car as cool as you possibly can. Use it to your advantage and try and close that gap on Charles Leclerc. We'll see how that goes as Esteban Ocon with the DRS gap open on his rear wing has Joe Granu in his sights down the inside.
There goes Ocon and Joe.
I don't think Joe Granu was necessarily fighting that one too hard.
Don't think he was, to be fair.
So anybody who's lunged down the inside has not actually had a problem locking the front axle up, so it does seem quite grippy.
Verstappen may be at the back of the show by the end of this lap.
With all his pit stops, Piastri's moved up into the points. Colin Pinto is on the fringes of the points. Piastri is starting to lap around about a second a lap quicker than Liam Lawson on those hard compound tyre. Charles Leclerc has responded to the Lando Norris potential charge by setting a new fastest.
For some reason, I thought Lando was a bit slow the last corner.
The gap will be 42 points between Verstappen and Norris if it stays the way it is.
Yeah, and there'll be some points going for Lando.
But this is the sort of weekend Lando Norris needs. He needs to
probably some of the points back he lost in
and Max Verstappen, especially as
USA.
It didn't quite go that way for him.
Hamilton in
Austin. Hamilton's stop time 3.1 seconds. It's not the fastest we've seen from the Mercedes pit crew this season. He'll come out behind Oscar Piastri, and hopefully, in terms of Mercedes' strategy, ahead of Franco Colapinto. There is the Williams heading down the main straight. Though Hamilton slips in behind the Argentine in 10th place.
There goes Verstappen and Joe.
Lewis Hamilton. As we look a little bit further back, there's Max Verstappen. Verstappen down in 13th place, and
he's over to Joe Granu up to 13th for him.
In this race, Martin, he's going to have to try and get past Lewis Hamilton.
Indeed, and also
that's a problem for Max. He's got to try and get ahead of Hamilton.
Is harder than the other front runners, judging by the
and he's at times already a few laps old.
On the hard compound, but Max was needing those tyres, wasn't he? He was calling for those tyres.
Looks like he was.
Very much sort of a 3-horse race out front, isn't it? 2 Ferraris and Norris. And this is
if there's a safety car, that'll bring Norris right back into it.
No, in fact, all of it self-inflicted.
Certainly was with Sergio Perez, and then Verstappen, his actions with Lando Norris earning him that 20-second penalty. If you're just joining us, lap 30 of 71 here in Mexico City. Verstappen trying to get himself back at
Hulkenberg's in.
as high as he possibly can after tumbling down the order when he took his pit stop and served that penalty. It's all gone rather smoothly for Ferrari out in front. Sainz leads from Charles Leclerc. Verstappen did lead the early part of this race. Sainz used DRS.
So Hulkenberg in for Haas. Look at the stop, and it's pretty decent.
Lando Norris holding 3rd place at the moment. As here goes Max Verstappen on Esteban Ocon.
That's 11th place for Maxi Pad.
He would have been looking for 11th for him. Hulkenberg pits, and he's now back down to 14th. But a lot of the top 10 haven't pitted in this race yet.
Now, not much top 10 pitted yet.
Pit stops are being triggered. Pierre Gasly was the first of that little group who came in. It was a bit of a slow stop, actually.
As it stands, Red Bull fall behind Ferrari in the championship as well. So this may be between McLaren and Ferrari for the championship, like the old days. Who remembers the old McLaren vs Ferrari battles as McLaren told Lando to pit, and he should come out ahead of Kevin Magnussen, unless McLaren make a complete mess of a pit stop.
Not to cover off Verstappen necessarily, but I think to get ahead of Lewis Hamilton, potentially. So out he goes.
2.3 for stop.
To certainly stay ahead of.
Okay, Magnussen's in, so he's going to be fully ahead anyways.
Lando Norris back out into this race. George Russell has gone through. He hasn't pitted yet. Pit stop like 2.3 seconds.
So McLaren undercut Lando on Leclerc and Sainz, even though he may not do anything anyway.
Here's Hamilton behind Colin Pinto. He's also got between Lando Norris.
That's the stuff for Verstappen.
They found the perfect gap for him. As there goes Hamilton.
Hamilton to P7. Piastri still gaining on Liam Lawson.
Let's not put him out.
Leclerc's being told to pit now by Ferrari.
To respond to that. Let's not put Norris out too close, but he's got to warm up the hard tyres on the
he has to.
Against, but he's plenty clear, isn't he?
Yeah.
Hamilton and on his way, a nice stop done.
So Verstappen will lose a bit of time behind Bottas, knowing the kicks out by how slow it is.
We are now racing him. Leclerc pits from second.
Leclerc pits from second.
That'll be to cover up. That'll be to cover up, I should say, Lando. Norris Careen's down.
Yeah, they're covering off Lando. 3.1 seconds. There's 8 inside. Then Lando stopped as Russell also pits. Not very good stop for Merck either, although it's actually faster than Ferrari to be fair. The left one was a bit slow.
Thanks ever so much, Karoo. This Carlos Sainz's first pole position since Singapore 2023.
As Hamilton goes quickest.
And that was a race he led from start to finish as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, that race is actually the best of 2023.
Sainz has been driving beautifully out front.
Yeah, Sainz has been driving very impressively. As watch Liam Lawson, BRB. As there goes Verstappen on Bottas. Lost a bit of time behind him, though, I'm guessing.
Yeah, Max is going to get a decent haul of points.
There goes Piastri again on Liam Lawson. Lawson's fighting this here. No, mine Sainz is in. And Norris getting a bit on Leclerc.
He is actually coming into the pits. Bernie Collins, why would he be wanting one more lap?
Well, I think the drivers always want the maximum tire that they can.
2.7, better stop than Leclerc's.
Just comment a little bit on the Lawson, Piastri, Russell bunch that we've seen a few times on our screen. That's a real problem for Russell and Hamilton that have emerged behind Piastri and Lawson. Piastri and Lawson on the tyres that they started the race on, 31 laps old. McLaren already playing a little bit of the game with Lawson, trying to tell Piastri to box this lap, hoping that Lawson and box and free up clear air ahead of Piastri. Lawson and Williams
doesn't, but this may give Piastri a chance now. He's actually a bit close. But he's 8 tenths behind. But he's got Russell behind him. There he goes. As Piastri tries going for Lawson, but no, Russell actually goes down the inside of Oscar Piastri. Max may still finish behind the 2 Mercedes cars in this Grand Prix.
Much better exit though from George Russell out of turn 3. Kevin Magnussen gets past Esteban Ocon up into 12th.
And Russell goes ahead of Lawson.
Lawson and up into the top 4. And that's going to frustrate Piastri a bit.
Surely we could have done 2 more laps more.
Going to call off your teammate, George. End of.
Out front.
Hamilton may get ahead of them soon as well.
Distance yet. And also, you've got less, you really want to hang out there as long as you can in case you get lucky with a safety car.
That's very true. Which could absolutely transform your game at this stage of the race.
Well, also a bit of DRS of Russell, that'll help him.
Think of it pulling me out of the.
Yeah, Piastri wants to come and think about it.
To be fair, because this is not helping his race at all. He's stuck right in the middle. And everything's starting to overheat, but he's got another lap of it.
He's got another lap of it to have a go.
Down the straight.
He's closer this time.
Charles Leclerc is around about 8.5 seconds behind Carlos Sainz. Here comes Lewis Hamilton. He's got the fastest lap of the race.
Oh, that's close.
I'll tell you what, he fancy getting past Piastri, but the McLaren had DRS. And
the McLaren did have DRS.
Lawson have a cork in the bottle a little bit. Piastri sliding around as he tries to get on the power. He's under pressure once again. Lawson's doing a brilliant job here.
There goes Piastri now. He's going to need to go for it.
The only way to get out of any threat from Lewis Hamilton is for Piastri to make
brilliant from Piastri. Aussie like Aussie. Ricardo like Piastri.
Lewis Hamilton dives down
Well, Piastri like Ricardo because they both do dive bombs.
Yeah, look,
well, Ricardo's was more impressive.
Too gentle when Russell came through, gave him plenty of space. He was not going to make the same mistake twice with another Mercedes, that being Lewis Hamilton this time. And he managed to survive or retain one place.
So Piastri now ahead of Liam Lawson.
Into the next series of
and Hamilton is going to get ahead of him next.
This is a double move from him, but it wasn't in the braking zone.
What if, actually, McLaren are thinking about getting Piastri to back up Verstappen? That could be smart, actually. If they keep Piastri to back up Verstappen, then that could be smart.
Yeah, it's pretty punchy there from Piastri, but I don't think it was...
Hamilton's going to get ahead now.
Well, Piastri's got to defend again. Here comes Lewis Hamilton. The battle for fifth.
And he's only
place,
going to fight this one.
more straightforward on this occasion for Hamilton. It is into the first corner we go. And
Colapinto stayed at the Verstappen for now.
Where we lost Yuki Tsunoda and Alex Albon on lap 1. 3 retirees in total. And Fernando Alonso in his 400th Grand Prix weekend, retiring due to a brake issue.
That was a brake issue, actually, not a radiator-related issue. Couldn't speak of it, issue, yeah.
Racing now. It is effectively Lawson, isn't it? Piastri hasn't pitted, nor has Lawson.
Nah.
Colapinto
hasn't pitted either, so looks like Ocon, Show, Bottas, Colapinto, Lawson, and Piastri are the only ones that haven't pitted yet.
Keep him out there for that much longer and try and hold up Max Verstappen.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
There's only a couple of cars in between Verstappen and Lawson at the moment.
And Verstappen still can't get ahead of Franco Colapinto.
So they need to do that really. They just need maximum points from McLaren, don't they? And Perez is very steady at the back. I suspect his car is.
Except for Wingboss was saying, and no one's going to perfectly select the 3.
Since those incidents, Perez's pace.
Yeah, 6 drivers aren't pitted yet.
Out of 17 runners.
I was right the first time.
He's got that damage to the side pod as well. It's costing him all sorts of pace. It really is.
Yeah, Verstappen's going to get it done now.
Franco Colapinto, a lot of pace for the Red Bull against the Williams.
And there goes
Bottas getting overtaken.
Magnussen on Bottas.
Both on the hard tyre, but Bottas has run those hard tyres from the very start of this race. Piastri, Lawson, Colapinto, and Bottas, and Joe Guanyu and Esteban drivers who haven't pitted yet.
Yeah, 6 drivers aren't pitted yet.
Yes, Cropper.
As soon as we get other drivers making their first stops.
Watching that lap time versus Hamilton, obviously, Russell was a bit quicker.
I want to see how much
Hamilton,
Norris is ahead of Verstappen here. I'm guessing, yeah, the Sainz starting up 37 now, so Verstappen's about 40, 50 seconds off the lead. I'm guessing about 45 seconds.
So that might mean that potentially in the pit stop, one side got adjusted correctly and the other side did not. So that potentially affected.
Yeah, about 45 seconds, I'll say.
And how much Russell is fit to lean on that.
Maybe 35 seconds, maybe, or I don't know. It's between 30 to 50 seconds between Sainz and Verstappen.
Carlos Sainz seems to have this covered quite nicely, Martin.
Yeah, about 40 seconds, I'll say. Between Lando is about 20 to 35.
Lando Norris towards the end of this race.
Both Leclerc and Norris are catching Sainz.
Yeah, they are.
Sainz was 12.1 ahead just before he pitted, and 7.8 ahead, as you can see on your screen. So they're both coming at him a little bit.
Here we are.
Mercedes are not just not quite fast.
Yeah, the front wing's slapping a bit.
A broken front wing to me.
Yeah, it kind of does look a bit broken. Yeah, it's broken on the left end plate.
It is quite badly broken. That will be generating some understeer and hurting the airflow generally under and round
it will
the car.
Is that the sort of thing the FIA race
so it's Leclerc.
Say you need to change that. If it's broken, I don't want it flapping around too much.
If Mercedes just kept their format second half of the season, it could well have been a chance that Red Bull could finish 4th this year.
That design is not a problem.
So
misfire turn 3 for Sainz.
Had it comfortably. Had it comfortable out in front, had a big misfire out of turn 3, similar 0.3 of a second down on Charles Leclerc on that last lap. Leclerc a little bit quicker than Lando Norris. Leclerc the only one lapping in the 120s.
Yeah,
Max Verstappen is saying on the team radio,
fastest driver up the track at the moment.
That his tyres aren't working, and we have seen the Red Bull struggle on the hard compound tyre in previous races, Martin.
Yeah, we have.
He did do the fastest lap for a while, but Hamilton's got that at the moment. But I do know that on the radio, Leclerc, all the way through the first stint, was being told to lift and coast. They must be running very hot with the Ferrari, even
they must be.
Free air.
7th place for Max Verstappen, gets past Franco Colapinto. Max has also been told, have a little look at lift and coast. And this can be
everyone's having
to about 200 meters.
Have a look at lift and coast.
The corner, certainly into turn one, where you lift and coast and you just keep things nice and cool. And at this stage of the race, these cars are taking a fair bit of punishment. They're only just past half distance.
Yeah, already past half distance. And there goes Hulkenberg on Bottas.
up into 11th place and doing a very nice job of that as he manages to get past Valtteri Bottas and Sauber's strategy. Hold on for a
this may be the only time last time this season we see we kick Sauber in the top 10. There's Mason and Hulkenberg already got on ahead.
So Sainz then has picked the pace up a little
Sainz
bit.
now picked the pace up.
Slightly slower than Leclerc.
Just 5.1 between Leclerc and Norris.
A little bit. But, I don't know if Norris has I don't know if McLaren got the pace to really do anything about the two Ferraris, frankly.
They probably don't.
At the moment, that doesn't seem to be the case. Kieran Chandler, down to you in the pits.
Team Radio car Pinto.
It's something wrong with the steering wheel. It's so fresh. If you get steep.
Yeah, it's going towards.
We are checking.
If it carries on straight, it's going to the left. So he's going to keep it straight.
That'll be the power steering system. So obviously,
He's going to keep trying to turn a bit right on the straight for now to keep the car in a straight line.
They're actually reasonably light on the steering of these cars. The energy going on inside.
Obviously, this year Williams had a new steering wheel.
They're not unduly heavy on the steering, but you soon notice, especially if it's variable through a fast corner.
Magnussen right on the back of Colapinto with his steering issues. Kareem, down to you.
Thanks, Rocky. I've just been down to Mercedes to look at that front, or ask about the front wing. They say structurally they have no concern.
He's actually been told to pit now, so he's not going to hold up Verstappen. To be fair, Verstappen may not be able to get the two laps anyway.
So they think it should be.
He may do, but I don't think he'll put it. He may have a bit of a balance because he's got his old rival Hamilton and Russell, who he's a history with before.
In any way, shape, or form.
Young Colapinto, he doesn't mind a car moving around. I've noticed that last weekend as well. He's really quite comfortable with the car.
I thought I'd double Red Bull for a minute. Never mind. Piastri in.
I don't know. It doesn't seem to damage his tyres too much. And Lawson pits as well.
So Piastri and Lawson into the pits they come, leaving Colapinto.
That's sub 2 seconds or nearly.
As the only ones that have
I could probably a sub 2 second pit stop.
Kevin Magnussen has got Colapinto.
No, 2 seconds.
Slides down the inside he goes, and he takes 7th place. Great.
As Piastri comes back out in 13th.
Crew, 2 seconds for Oscar Piastri, who comes out.
He's got plus 10 lap whole tyres then over Verstappen, so game on. As there goes Perez.
For Oscar Piastri as long.
It's strong on Perez as Lawson comes up behind them both.
He's struggling a lot out there, and now has Liam Lawson right behind him. And we know what happened when those two got together last time.
We know what happened when those two got
together.
together.
What we're looking at now is potentially 6th for Verstappen and 7th at the end for Piastri.
Yeah,
so,
unless there's a safety car.
Recovery, but who knows what else?
If there's a safety car, that will bring Piastri right into it.
For his championship chances, needs at least one more place.
Yeah,
he does.
If McLaren have got any more pace, I think they need to cruise up if they can and start.
Or if there's a safety car, bring Norris in for fresh tyres.
Left to coast. McLaren, if they've got anything, need to go and put some pressure on them because they're not at the moment.
Is it me, Bernie Collins, or does it seem to be getting a bit cloudier
out
there as well?
It's definitely getting cloudier, Crofty, and I've just been hearing some radio
calls
saying.
2 seconds, buddy.
It's getting really dark.
Nothing going to hit the track at the moment.
He's listening to you as well.
Yeah. So there's no rain coming.
I'm worried if I was doing 220 miles an hour on dry tyres down the straight.
Well, and in order to preempt some of that discussion with the drivers, some drivers are being told that there is rain in the distance, and just have a look on the radar. It's about 30k away at the minute. Doesn't look likely to directly impact the race, but drivers will be starting to notice it closing in and will be starting to worry about these tyres. Because these
Perez trying to get back and be inside, but it looks like Perez's fight is done today.
If there's any dampness,
I wouldn't be surprised if they just bring the car in.
Yeah, so watch out, and we'll keep an eye on the weather radar here. Sergio Perez and Liam Lawson, 16th and 17th currently at the moment. Lawson has just pitted, which is why he's
Nice, fastest sector too.
Piastri is absolutely flying.
Yeah, Piastri got 13 laps younger tyres than Verstappen.
The question a lot of people will be asking, Martin, is there too much of a gap between Piastri and Verstappen? Currently 20 seconds.
Yeah, currently 20 seconds. Unless, like I said, if there's a safety car, Piastri could get something.
His tyres may possibly 20. I mean, Verstappen's 8, 9 tenths off the leaders at the moment.
Obviously, Red Bull don't want a safety car at a minute.
Claire and Norris. So it's not.
Because they'll hamper Verstappen and help Piastri.
Now for the young Aussie. as he's got to make his way back through the pack now. This is the Alpine first up. Happy days, DRS and fresh tyres.
Yeah, too easy for Piastri.
And he starts marching through. It's a 20.3, fastest driver on the track last time
Yeah.
around, actually by a reasonable
And
margin.
McLaren fans love that.
Oscar Piastri. So that's his target, isn't it? Now that would
Oscar
his team bosses.
Oscar Piastri. Doesn't really go well, to be fair. Goes over Daniel Ricciardo, though. But the Seven Nation Army song.
And this is where you really
small raindrops.
And I'll guarantee none of them got clear visors.
Daniel Ricciardo. Yeah, he obviously goes with Ricciardo. I wonder who else he goes with. Doesn't go with Verstappen and believe or Norris.
Check for sweats just to
Can't go
make
with
sure
Leclerc.
that it is a small raindrop. Yeah, it's cloudy over.
Fernando Alonso.
Claudia
Can't go with Alonso.
Here in Mexico City.
Obviously, he wouldn't go with Alex Albon because
he's under pressure here. And
too short.
With another radio message there concerning his tyres.
His gap's 8.7 now. He's actually gone between him and Hamilton.
1:21.5 on the previous lap.
And Piastri's close right up to Bottas and Gasly.
Compare that with Piastri as he's on the fresher set of hard tyres. And we'll see what the difference is between the Piastri did a 1:21.3. So he's not going to make an impression with that sort of lap time, but he's got DRS here behind Gasly, behind Bottas. Gasly's going for the move.
Yeah, Gasly is.
Bottas to try and get into the top 10. Under braking, he closes the door on the Sauber.
And Piastri will be next.
Piastri, this is holding up the McLaren a little bit, who should get much better traction, but he's being disturbed by the turbulence coming from that Sauber. Valtteri Bottas.
Yeah, not really fighting that.
Here, missed out Q3 for the first time ever this weekend in Mexico.
Yeah, to be fair, we saw that coming because how slow the kick Sauber is. The next year when we turn to Audi, they could deliver a better car. We could be putting all resources to 2026 when Audi are there.
Yeah, so Piastri's tyres 13.
I'm pretty sure they will have a Works engine.
Verstappen came in on lap 26. We know that was the first already to pit, wasn't he, of the front runners? And that was lap 39 for Piastri, and that's. We have to impress ourselves with the term delta. That's the difference.
Yeah, Verstappen's losing time actually.
Piastri has, but a sprinkle of rain would liven it up a tree, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would.
Just out in front.
And we're going to bring McLaren in for intermediates. I mean, bring Norris in for intermediates, but McLaren better not do that.
Leclerc keeps bringing that gap down a bit.
This Piastri going against Gasly.
5 seconds behind Charles Leclerc as we ride on board with Oscar Piastri. The car in front of him is the Alpine of Pierre Gasly. Gasly's looking.
Yeah, Gasly's not fighting, man. Box from the time the car now.
Goes Piastri. And he needed to clear the Alpine very quickly.
Yeah, Gasly's smart enough, more than smart enough to know that's not his fight. No point in losing.
Well, not.
As Perez has to pit again.
Yes, he looks like he may be him wanting to go the distance or Red Bull not retiring him yet. He's up down now.
Adjustment to his front wing.
Yeah, and he obviously served his 5-second penalty at the same time.
No, he didn't. 2.6.
So out he comes. It's just been a miserable Mexican.
It has for Perez.
Sergio Perez, but on these new medium tyres, let's see what he could do between now.
There's the city off in the distance, Mexico City.
Up into the points, now ahead of Gasly. The two Saubers and Esteban Ocon and the Williams of Colapinto still holding out.
We got the wet tyres already.
Ferrari thinking they just keep it as it is. We don't want to use those wet tyres at all.
Piastri with 2 track limit warnings very recently.
It's getting very dark in Mexico City. Well, let me check the weather. I've got Mexico City on my weather app, so let me have a look at that. Mexico City. It's mostly cloudy, it's saying, so I think it should be alright.
Mexico City, it's a great place to.
I'm 45 now. There's less than. There's nearly 25 laps to go in this Grand Prix. It looks like the top 3 is going to stay as it is.
Misfire in turn 3.
Piastri's getting loads on Colapinto.
Just on a personal best.
7 seconds to Hulkenberg, then he's 18 seconds behind Verstappen.
Back on the podium again in Austin, his best result.
As Norris set the fastest up at the Grand Prix, he needed that.
Got 2 second places in Austin because he finished runner up in the sprint as well. Had a 7 race run without the podium. Ended right there. never finished on the podium here in Mexico. Never been on pole line. The way this is looking, that run is going to come to an end in around about 35 laps time.
Norris 10 points.
There's rain far away, but
just nibbling away at that. But
no one expecting the next 15 minutes. The match should be towards lap 60.
Lando Norris, which I think is important. And whether Sergio Perez on a set of new mediums can take that off him or not, I don't know, because he's got that side pod damage.
Yeah, I don't think he will.
Damage as well, which is severely compromising at his pace in this race.
Yeah, what's that? Perez could have well been at points.
For Norris, because they're taking away, aren't they? I don't understand that. I just do not understand why anybody.
I don't understand that either.
Don't fix it. I think we've got other things we need to fix before taking away fastest lap. Which
yeah, that is true actually.
Something to talk about at the end of a Grand Prix, isn't it?
Yeah,
that is kind of true actually. We do need to fix some things in F1 before getting rid of the fastest lap rule.
I think it did. I'd rather change my mind on it because I wasn't quite sure.
Verstappen's now 10 seconds behind with two Mercedes.
Last lap,
as Lando goes quicker.
Takes the fastest lap.
I love the cat and mouse of it at the end of it.
He's got the gap down a bit as well. And Perez is behind Zhou Guanyu.
What we're talking about.
I think Zhou may fight this one.
No problems with it at all, but we should miss that.
Another fastest lap now for Norris.
Now Zhou ain't fighting it.
Moving out of 17th place into 16th against Zhou Guanyu. Tony.
Yeah, I was just going to say there's more and more discussion about rain, and Mathieu France have usefully updated to say chance of shower increasing in a bit, which is nice indeed.
Looks like they enjoy that.
Discussion still happening on that, but I wanted to come in. Let's ignore the rain for a minute. Let's assume
so
it's
fans in the crowd,
a
Paris
dry
fans.
race for. I think we've got
yeah, there's a little hole in side pod as well.
Actually, there's a safety car.
Not a big hole like Verstappen in Baku last year when he and Russell collided.
So a free pit stop under a safety car, and he's a new set of medium, nicely toasted away in the garbage to put on in that situation. Ferrari,
yeah, safety car, that would actually change the Grand Prix outward. And if Ferrari don't pick their drivers, Norris could well have a chance of winning this Grand Prix.
And then have to try and hold on to it.
I mean, they could be pitting Verstappen as well.
Position at the minute. Could wait and see what the Ferrari do ahead under any sort of safety car situation.
Very good point, Bernie. And that's what McLaren will be thinking on the pit wall as well. That
Lawson.
We've got
oh no, these guys. I'm not sure if he'll get points today because Colapinto's still here to pit. Actually, you could still get a point from this Grand Prix. Lawson could.
16, as we said.
And there goes Piastri, Colapinto.
Piastri trying to get around the outside.
Colapinto's defending that.
Well, I think, as you can see there, yet to pit, he's doing a pretty decent job. Yes, he's lapping in the 122s at the moment.
This isn't really his race. That's what I'll say about this.
The last lap, Bottas at 123 at the last lap. They haven't pitted either.
He's over 80. He's nearly 19 seconds behind Verstappen now. This is costing Piastri loads of time.
Hands up, Franco Colapinto. Other than his total bad manners on the grid, we didn't speak to you, Martin.
He's coming in now.
As he finally gets to pit, he's doing a super job in that Williams.
Yeah, it wasn't bad manners at all. So he doesn't need to
totally cheap.
I'll get Piastri some temps as well because obviously he's going DRS.
Alex Albon much earlier on in the very beginning of the race, but oops, right rear, slow on.
Right rear, slow on.
Which is a bit of a shame for him. Meanwhile, here comes Lance Stroll, getting past Esteban Ocon for 12th place. Carlos Sainz is gaining on this particular battle at the moment as Franco Colapinto comes out with Charles Leclerc
guys.
neck and neck with him.
So, George, we are free to race here. Just make sure we give each
or
other
free to race. As there goes Lawson on Ocon. Got confused then, but yeah, Lawson on Ocon. And Piastri's already gained a second on this lap compared to Hülkenberg. So if the gap's 15 seconds, you've got 20 seconds, basically. As we made the inroads on Verstappen. Team radio?
My opinion is that we are pushing too hard. Absolutely no need for thinking.
Sub 49.
Made off, but I don't think Norris is far enough behind for any kind of action like that. He's just 4 seconds adrift now, Charles Leclerc.
Yeah, he's now less than 4 seconds behind. Norris is gaining on Leclerc here.
Runners are all going to catch a lot of traffic anytime soon.
Looks like for the first time since 2019 we had a different Mexican Grand Prix winner. Last time a different winner in Mexico was Lewis Hamilton.
Sometimes you can lose a couple of seconds picking your way through that. On board as we are,
Looks like this show could be Sainz,
who's running in 5th place, almost in DRS range of George Russell.
Ocon's in now give Colapinto extra position.
20 laps. Russell has been running these tyres for 17 laps.
Actually, looking at this, no points for Aston Martin. Haas could still have a chance of 5th in the championship.
Comes back out to the track. Sergio Perez about to overtake him at the end of the main straight of George Russell.
So the two Mercedes go a battle here. Hamilton versus Russell. Hamilton looks like he's got more pace at this stage of the Grand Prix.
And with DRS as well.
This race looks like it's going to end at 9:45 in the UK
Lewis and George are running neck and neck.
and 4:45 in Mexico.
Yeah, if you remember, last time around, Lewis was particularly aggressive in his defence. So
He was
interesting to see
future Red King.
because he has been relentlessly close.
Yeah, Hamilton obviously going to Ferrari next year.
Two big shots George Russell's had.
It's about between the two guys for P6 in the standings, because there's no way Perez is going to get P6 the way he's going along with his races. Sainz looks like he's got a pretty comfortable 5th as Bottas pits for the kick Sauber.
Looks like it's very much intact, doesn't it?
Ocon was never driving to pit 2.
The downforce it should be for George Russell.
Someone will be making a complaint that it's flexing too much.
Could be, but obviously if the damage.
On that one. Valtteri Bottas finally pits, which means everyone now.
No, it's an older tyres than Leclerc. It's still going along with him.
51 laps.
That's quite impressive.
For Valtteri Bottas. There's young Kimi
And obviously going faster than him. There's Kimi Antonelli.
Lewis Hamilton.
He'll be Hamilton's car next year. Or Hamilton goes into Sainz's car. And Sainz will be in Colapinto's car next year.
So let's have a look at this then. Hamilton in the slipstream.
Let's
with
see.
the DRS.
Bit of bouncing going on.
And the car hitting the ground under.
Yeah, hitting the ground. That's a bit of bouncing. Definitely porpoising. Like back in 22 with porpoising.
Using his battery very defensively there to be able to defend against the same car with its rear wing open. But Hamilton again now gets a double dose of that. Will he have a look up the inside into turn 4? He's not close enough.
Twice a winner here in Mexico City, Lewis Hamilton.
Yeah, 2016 and 2019. I actually watched those 2 races.
3 years. Verstappen,
2016 was a funny Vettel and Verstappen
Mercedes battle.
controversy,
Running his own race.
where Vettel and Verstappen both got kicked off the podium for Danny Rick. Spoiler, by the way, for anyone who's seen that race. I do apologise.
I understand that there will be a meeting between the drivers and the stewards at the Qatar Grand Prix.
And that's Colapinto at purple that time now.
Guidelines.
I'll have to wait until then. But Colapinto's just done the fastest lap. That takes the point away from Norris at the moment. Good effort.
Yeah, it does.
He nearly had fastest lap last weekend as well, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Colapinto until the very dying moments with Ocon lock up there from Lewis going into the penalty.
Hamilton looks a bit closer this time, man, but he's locked up, so he's going to be 18th behind again.
Because the two Haasers in front of him have got reasonable pace, and he's got a 10.9 seconds to get past Magnussen.
Yeah, he has.
Yes, he has. He's got 10.9 to get.
And it's 19 seconds to Verstappen. So there's no way Piastri's getting unless Verstappen spins at one of the corners. It loses like 8 seconds or 10 seconds from it.
Now under 4 seconds behind Charles Leclerc. Just as I say, picking your way through the back markers sometimes you can lose a little bit of time. But
yeah, you could.
To be honest, I don't think that is the issue that Leclerc has had.
It could be the issue. I don't know.
Ever since the Argentine came out of the pits.
Colapinto keeps doing laps like that, he'll catch Leclerc.
Yeah.
Third place man, second place man Leclerc, which will be interesting.
But he's a boy. If he's got fresher tyres, he's got more pace. He's allowed to unlap himself on that.
Yeah.
He might just drag Lando Norris along a bit, and Norris can use some DRS too. all of some butts and babies. Let's look at this one. Lewis Hamilton still behind George Russell. Still on the dark clouds hovering overhead of this circuit. It's out of the forest zone. Currently to Mercedes.
Great little battle, but they're half a minute off the lead.
Yeah, they are.
So it's not been a stellar weekend for Merck, has it? And they had a lot of damage again, didn't they, with a George Russell crash?
Yeah, they did.
Free practice.
That was a big crash.
So is the DRS powerful enough for Lewis Hamilton on this occasion? He just seems
Hamilton now half a second behind, and obviously can't get ahead down the pitch straight on son of Russell. Walking with those Piastri, striking distance in 2 laps.
He's going to be right on the back of the Haas in a couple of laps. Oscar Piastri, given the pace he's currently
Big sparks coming off Russell's Mercedes.
Strike here? No, he's not.
These two are not teammates much longer. After this, only 4 races left as teammates.
That's the pace he needs if he's going to sail past and have any thought of getting near Verstappen. He's got 2 Hasses to pass first.
Yeah.
And 5 seconds the difference between Sainz and Leclerc. Sainz not overly happy with the pace that the Ferraris are having to drive at, but which is keeping them a nice buffer away currently. However, it's that stage of the race now where all the drivers will be thinking about their tyres, their rear tyres specifically, and hoping, Martin, that it's got the grip they need to get to the checkered flag.
Yeah, because they all pitted relatively early, didn't they? And it'll be, I think, brake temperature will be the thing they're most concerned about. But of course, as you start losing the fuel, it helps the brakes, or using the fuel, I should say.
Yeah.
Down the main straight we go again. I dare say this time Lewis Hamilton.
Hamilton may get him this time. Go on, Lewis.
To George Russell, is it close enough? You can see the marbles off the race.
Hamilton tried going for it, but Russell had it covered.
Just to give his teammate George
Norris 3.7
Russell
behind Leclerc. Don't discount about for second place maybe, and more points for Pando Porras in this World Championship fight.
A little bit more, which I'm sure it has been. Under braking, Hamilton a couple of car lengths too far back to make a move.
It's surprising, isn't it, with the DRS Open that Hamilton's Merc is not comfortably faster down there with the slipstream as well.
Yeah.
But clearly Russell is using his battery power in a very defensive
Russell
way.
is using his battery power against Hamilton.
Use his battery differently in an attacking way to make the difference.
Carlos Sainz has cleared Stroll and Lawson, a couple of back markers. Leclerc is getting into the tail end of those two. Norris behind Franco Colapinto's pace is still pretty good.
So if Ferrari win this Grand Prix, that'll be 5 wins for them this season.
That gap now around about 3 points.
That'll be their third 1-2 finish, which will
Lando Norris. That is
put them
absolutely gettable.
exactly equal with Red Bull, because Red Bull have also 3 1-2s with
successive Ferrari 1-2.
with them. Their 1-2s coming in Jeddah, Bahrain, Jeddah, and Suzuka. With that boring start at the season after the first 5 races, where Verstappen just dominated more except Australia.
Needs to be, I dare say, a couple of tenths closer to George Russell coming out of the final corner.
Yeah, and this is surprising me, as I say, with DRS and slipstream, that he's got an identical power unit.
You get missed on Hamilton, tries to go around the outside, but Russell again.
The outside.
No space around the outside for Hamilton. Go on, Lewis. Go on. Get a move done.
He's thinking of I'll get a good exit and a run up the inside.
Thinks better of it.
But having one of us has run into each other, but Verstappen's a dozen seconds behind and not catching. So it's not as if the team
it's between these two now. Race started out well, but it's not been as entertaining since.
George Russell.
Yeah, Hamilton, a 10 faster still than Verstappen, even though he's battling his teammate.
And that the front wing flap, left-hand side front wing flap is virtually horizontal now, the upper one for George Russell. And
so Mercedes got the scoring the third most amount of points here in Mexico. Or maybe third most points, and maybe second, I don't know, because Piastri is still going to get ahead of the 2 Haas cars.
Lando Norris is getting a little bit closer to Charles Leclerc. Here comes Lewis Hamilton.
Hamilton again on Russell, no.
George Russell, no. Yet again, he has to stay behind him.
That aero package of George's must be more efficient, mustn't it? It must be less draggy, the older aero package, because that doesn't make sense. But anyway, there they are.
And Lewis Hamilton can't get past, and the gap between Leclerc and Norris is now down to 2.7 seconds.
There goes Piastri.
Oscar Piastri. Now, we know that McLaren's got some decent DRS. Hulkenberg in the Haas is ahead of him.
He's not fighting it.
He's not going to wait for a second invitation.
He's not going to wait. Brilliant from Piastri.
And he does so. So Oscar Piastri then up into 8th place after starting this Mexico City Grand Prix in 17th.
And Magnussen 7.7 seconds up the road. So
the dare say this may still be 7th for Piastri. That'll give
ideally now
up McLaren 21 points. So actually, they actually won't outscore Mac unless Lando gets the fastest lap wherever takes Leclerc. And
between McLaren and Norris,
2.2.
2 seconds. Karun, to you.
Norris was hoping to get past Colapinto a bit earlier, probably. He was saying it's damaging his tyres, so he was hoping to get past a couple of laps earlier, but I think he'd be relieved he's done so now. Colapinto, obviously, on those fresh tyres, as you mentioned, but his pace was actually very solid.
Yeah, it was. It's in the 121.3 on the last lap.
Colapinto's got some good pace. And Lawson's actually dropped back now, so it looks like there's no points for RB this weekend, so it's points gained for Haas.
Yeah.
On both RB and Aston Martin.
Sainz been told his brakes are now back under control, temperature-wise. So
brakes back under control for Carlos Sainz.
Norris, because he saved so much fuel, and obviously the safety car. I think he's been given a punchier engine map as well as Lando Norris. He's got Lawson between him and Leclerc. Lawson applied to get out of the way because he is being lapped effectively. He'll be starting getting blue flags any time now. In fact, he's already just got his first one. He'll have to let Norris go quickly down this straight. Norris definitely
does not have DRS. Lando may do.
And
does.
Under pressure.
It's been a slow burner, but it is rising up to a pretty decent temperature here. And as you can see, lapping Liam Lawson, Lando Norris has the benefit.
What's Lawson doing?
A little bit of DRS assistance. He's not going to get it once, he's going to get it twice, which will bring the gap down even further.
Yeah, Lawson really needs to get out of the way now, or he'll be taking a penalty, and he is.
And that has really allowed Lando Norris to get on the tail of Charles Leclerc.
It has.
I think, sadly for Norris, he probably lost about 4 tenths, having to follow Lawson out of turn 2 and 3.
Yeah. Lawson was looking all the way down the pit straight, waiting for him to go through. And
he's going a few attempts to Lando is on Leclerc. With Leclerc stood behind Stroll.
Fastest lap of the race.
By the way, he's on a Mercedes and Hamilton's still made a movie on George.
Lewis Hamilton, we go.
So Hamilton clearly has got more.
Gap 15 seconds between Piastri and Verstappen, I'm guessing.
He's got a bigger rear wing on it.
Plus.
And we know they're different aero packages anyway, but it's clearly carrying more
1.3 now. Hang on a minute.
Norris has now taken even more time out of Charles Leclerc's advantage, 1.5 seconds, and he's got DRS behind Lance Stroll here as Leclerc just caught Lance Stroll, I think, at the wrong moment going through the stadium section. Down the main straight we go, and Lance Stroll keeps out of the way so that Lando Norris can lap him. And now,
Norris with DRS.
Cleared on lap 59, the gap is tantalizingly around that DRS range, 1.2 seconds. It's been dropping steadily.
Yeah, steadily dropping.
Lando Norris is in a position here to attack for second place in the race.
Yeah, he is.
Norris has got a bit more power to play with. We know the Ferraris have been managing brake temperatures with the lift and coast.
Yeah, they have.
And this could be quite a squabble.
Team radio.
You need your best driving now. Let's go.
Well, best drive from Leclerc.
Oh, I'm sure he's capable of delivering some best driving as well. Carlos Sainz has just lapped Pierre Gasly.
So Sainz has just lapped Gasly, who's 10th.
14 currently. As to turn 12 we go.
Norris could well be in the next DRS detention.
There goes Hamilton and Russell.
Hamilton is now right on the tail of George Russell.
Oh, a slide from Hamilton.
Sliding and drifting his way through
Tokyo drift from Hamilton in that corner.
Yeah,
isn't that?
George charging
that's turn 6, isn't it?
Between 6 and 7. Yeah, Lewis had an armful of oversteer there, didn't he? Earlier on in this lap, he's really having to hang on to that Mercedes
in
the turbulent air of his teammate. And Norris still then not quite within the DRS zone.
And this is where Charles Leclerc just has to concentrate and keep Lando
Norris
just
concentrate.
Further back. There's nerves, and I'm sure bags of them at the back of that Ferrari garage. For Carlos Sainz, who on lap 60 of this race has absolutely dominated it in the way that his team dominated Austin just 7 days ago. Sainz under control, has it under control. Charles Leclerc is going to be fending off Lando Norris in these closing stages.
Yeah, Norris been stratospherically fast, hasn't he, in this second part?
Pando Boris has. Is it going to be Pando Boris today? Or is it a complete bottle job, or is it going to be Lando Norris?
Under a second, can he, for DRS?
It could be that's Lando. Speed trap. He's Hamilton again.
Can he get past George Russell?
He's going for it on the outside. Go on, Lewis.
He seems to have got a bit more grip than his teammate. They're going will to will, the two Mercedes through turn.
This is like Hamilton v Rosberg, but not a win.
Still 11 seconds clear of Verstappen, so they don't need. But it's sort of. Yeah.
They don't need a squabble like this.
14, turn 6. I thought it was, to be honest. When Norris has been really, really quick compared to Leclerc, has been through the S's, through this section here. And
that's where Norris has been quick compared to Leclerc.
Closer to the Ferrari before we get to the DRS detection zone. He's not quite in the range yet, but he will be, I think, on the next lap.
In the olden days, at the end of last year, they'd have done something about this, Mercedes, but Lewis Hamilton is heading off to Ferrari.
Yes,
George Russell is there
they're going to race.
And they don't want to annoy George by telling him to give the place up to Lewis.
It looks at the moment it might be a very good time to go to Ferrari. On the verge of these back-to-back 1-2s. Hamilton realising that dream that I think he's always had of racing in red.
Yeah, he's always had that dream racing in red, Lewis has.
Norris and Leclerc going through turns 7, 8, 9 and 10 once again. Norris
is ganging.
Absolutely faster than the Ferrari, but not quite as quick as he needs to be to get within 1 second. And Oscar Piastri, meanwhile, has just been given the hurry up by the McLaren pit wall. He's told to go and get Max.
Or go and get Max.
And he's clearly lapping faster, Martin.
Yeah, he's got to clear Magnussen, but he's also
got DRS now. Norris says he's got a fastest lap back as well.
Here we go.
DRS for Lando Norris. He's got that gap down to under a second.
And the World Championship point for fastest lap as well.
Yeah, so if he gets 19 points, that's plus 11.
This is the sort of race that Lando Norris absolutely needed. Max Verstappen down in 6th place. Yeah. Norris in 3rd with the fastest lap. Could well take 2nd here. And it's all looking good for him at the moment.
Nice to play me, because Russell's like half a minute behind.
And this is not going to be the easiest fight in the world.
Don't get Russell involved in this. He's like half a minute behind, okay? Thank you, F. Thank you, F1 team and director.
Will have taken some energy from that as well.
Yeah, thanks for playing Russell about that. That's very insightful.
I was about to ask you, is the win on?
And don't just give us shots of fans cheering. Just give us a pure battle, F1 TV directors. Otherwise, let me take over.
Too quick during the course of this race, just under 6.
Although I'll probably do a terrible job anyway. That's why I don't want to be anything like that.
That much closer as they come around the final corner.
Norris looks so confident. They're really hustling the throttle in turn 12.
Yeah, it's confident he does in Matt McLaren. So does Lando.
This time around.
This battle man lasts until the end of the race.
Oh,
Leclerc's off.
Almost into the barriers. Lando Norris goes past and up into 2nd place. And
that's
Leclerc
big.
Really struggling with those rear tyres for grip. Was easy prey when Norris came across him.
It was.
Leclerc knew he needed the best possible exit from that final turn. And he just gave it too much throttle. His tyres are getting.
That's less than 40 points. This is the kind of race Lando needed.
Releases Norris now to set about Carlos Sainz.
Oh,
in the lead. What a
if Sainz makes a mistake, this will give Lando an opportunity to win the Grand Prix. Come on.
That was impressive. Very impressive indeed. Let's have a look at it again. Hugging that outside line, and whoa, that could have been so nasty.
Yeah, it could have been for Leclerc.
Incident for Charles Leclerc averted with a fantastic lightning.
Yeah, great save though. To be fair though, that is a brilliant save from Leclerc.
Yeah, that was he was a tiny bit wide, but that's an early Halloween present there, isn't it?
Yeah, early Halloween present for Charles Leclerc.
Thank you very much, I'll be saying. He didn't think about lifting the throttle, did he, Norris?
No, he never did.
Anywhere at that point. And there he is.
Leclerc's only lost 2.7.
Of Leclerc, but it's a lot of work to do to get anywhere near Carlos Sainz.
Yeah, he's got to do a lot of work to do though. He's got a fastest lap again. He's gone into 1:19 this time.
Got a chance.
Bernie Collins, let's head to you.
Yeah, now it's decision time for Ferrari with Leclerc. They have a full pit stop to Russell. So should they stop, get another set of tyres on?
If they pit lap 68, then McLaren could theoretically then pit Lando as well.
That position.
Then we could have a fastest lap battle.
It would make sense for Leclerc, wouldn't it? Now, you're right, Bernie. It's almost a no-brainer, isn't it? They're not going to catch Norris. To come in and try and...
Although 10 points gain on Verstappen would still be good. The wind just picked up Lando. This saying, or is that McLaren telling you?
Norris, and if the wind's picking up, they'll have to make
There's Lando saying that.
coming too, and his exploits helping him in the Drivers' Championship and helping McLaren as well to a 23-point lead at the end of this race over Ferrari, who'll move into second place in that Constructors' Championship, and Red Bull drop it down to third, where they've been heading for quite some time now. Max Verstappen scoring points in 6. Sergio Perez damage to the side pod and his floor down in 16.
Magnussen faster than Piastri on the previous lap
Magnussen
as
quicker than
well.
Piastri.
So that gap has stayed at 5.9 seconds.
Piastri's probably cut his tyres.
Absolutely. It's all coming good for Kevin Magnussen towards the
Do
end
that
of his
fastest
Formula
lap,
1 career.
Leclerc.
Leclerc, basically echoing the thoughts of Bernie Collins there. Think about the fastest lap. Texting Charles Leclerc and compliment.
Probably. You can't text him in an F1 race.
Got him on speed dial, taught him everything he knows.
Although you can't text him in an F1 race unless you secretly put your phone in the cockpit. Or if you get trying to Bluetooth your phone to your steering wheel. And what if Bernie Collins texts Leclerc saying, "Think about fastest lap, Charles." Anyway, copy. I'll let the team know. I'll let the team know. I can just imagine that. I actually could do that. If you look at Eddie, I could actually try doing that F1 drivers. Like, they text each other on the team radio. Oh, Hamilton's going for it this time. But Russell moving to the inside at the last second. Come on, Lewis. I want to get this.
Hamilton over the curve, gets the car straightened up, gets the DRS benefit once again as we head
They got Bottas ahead of them.
Which way is he going to go?
He's going outside.
Russell wants him to go the long way round the outside.
Nearly contact.
Just got half a car length ahead. The inside line would have been there for Lewis Hamilton to
It would have been. If I was Verstappen, he would have been so aggressive, I'm telling you. Because it's Hamilton, he's not as aggressive as Perez actually ahead of him.
Cracking little race. Maybe that's not for the lead.
Cracking little race is for the last spot, the first spot off the podium. Obviously, first place, but is on the podium. 4th places.
We'll be pretty close to the back of that Ferrari, I think, but not close enough unless something else happens.
Unless, Sainz bins it at turn 1.
The fact that the field seems so close together, just giving us some brilliant racing between now and Abu Dhabi.
Cole Pinto's got here to lead, but also he's going after Lance Stroll now.
Who will occupy the podium places?
Madison's cooking Verstappen, actually.
And next season's going to be an all-time Formula 1 classic.
Yeah, it will be. With Red Bull not dominating more, and Hamilton and Ferrari, and obviously loads of other driver changes too. This could be the time for Hamilton. He's going for it. Round the outside in the turn 1. Get in, Lewis.
Lewis Hamilton had 20 or so kilometres an hour of extra pace.
Get in there, Lewis. Up in the P4. That may be race days. Although Russell might come back at him.
Russell's car really hit the ground hard, didn't it? As he went.
Russell's car hit him the ground hard. That's what cost him.
They're coming up.
That's what cost us. Sullivan Russell. Let's watch Colapinto and Lawson here. Oh, forcing. Aggressive that is, and damage to Lawson's front wing.
That looks a little bit avoidable.
It did look avoidable.
What it looked like from the cockpit. Lawson's looking in his mirrors all the way down that straight.
If that end plate came off, we could have had a safety car.
He rejoins the track.
But I think if there's a safety car late on, they might as well red flag it and then just then have a sprint finish. And Lawson did.
Very sadly for him, has to make a pit stop. A little bit clumsy in there. And Colin Pinto, you have to say, he's got some.
They're going for the fastest lap, are they?
He doesn't hold back.
That's just rather ruined Liam Lawson's race. I honestly am going to go. Which is a fair point.
Yeah, fair point, but
it's been noted by race control.
He took Colapinto off the track as well.
And into the path of the RB.
And he hit Colapinto's rear right tyre. That is not going to be a puncher, though. If the whole end plate came off, that could have been a puncher for Colapinto, and that could have maybe caused a safety car.
leaving the track.
Here's the race leader though, Carlos Sainz. 4 laps to go for the Spaniard from Madrid. 30 years of age. On course for his 4th win in Formula 1 and the first time in his career he's won twice in a season. I hope it's not the last. Sainz is, I really do like Sainz, I do. I prefer Leclerc and Ferrari, but Sainz, I also really like him. Looks like Leclerc's thinking about a fastest lap now. He's 12 seconds off the lead.
He's going to run out of time, isn't he? He's going to run out of time.
Driver today,
It'd be great to have a good old fight at the front for the win, wouldn't it?
People are saying Norris, mostly fangirls. I'd go Sainz, I would, because he's drove superbly from start to finish, led every lap. Yeah, nearly every lap.
Very strong in their championship position against Aston Martin to try and close it.
Yeah, Sainz gets the fastest lap now. He could be on for a grand. He's a Grand Slam finish. Not a Grand Slam, Grand Chelem. Team Radio. Turn 12, Debris. Perez, how can you get YouTube or F1 TV in your Red Bull? You have to sync your iPhone, and I'm doing a fastest lap, by the way. 1:19.6. Leclerc's going to be pitting soon. He's not pitting now.
Here's Lando Norris. 6 seconds, the gap. He's chasing down Rebecca Donaldson's partner, Carlos Sainz. He's chasing down one of his busy mates. He's chasing down the man who he started the bromance with at McLaren.
And now
he's trying, if he can, to deny Carlos Sainz a first season in which he's picked up multiple wins, 3 previous career wins.
Yeah, I said that for the previous lap.
The same season. He's currently leading driver of the day. It's going to take it all.
Sainz now leading driver of the day. I say he deserved it. It's mostly Lando's got 7 wins. I mean, I thought I was like, but yeah, driver of the day should definitely go to him. As Lawson goes the fastest lap at the Grand Prix. Don't you dare hit Lando, McLaren. This will be a bad decision if you do.
They'll take it off. Well, Liam Lawson currently after he pitted for.
I imagine it becomes just like dummy Ferrari.
He's going to take off Lando Norris. No, Liam Lawson just set a new fastest lap.
Yeah, so Leclerc's got a half a minute behind him.
Yeah, Norris up here. I think still at full speed.
Too much traffic.
2 laps left. Looks like Sainz will have this one, unless something bad happens. Leclerc's going for it.
5.6 seconds now, but he'll not be anywhere near his gearbox at the end of this race.
This is the only man to have won from pole position in the last 12 Grand Prix. Came in Zandvoort
and Singapore.
And Carlos Sainz.
I would say 6.5 out of 10 or 7 out of 10 for this Grand Prix. I enjoyed the start with Verstappen and Norris, and then the other battles happened.
Still won't have finished within 19 seconds of the race winner at any race since before the summer break. Although this time around, Martin Brundle, he's only got himself to blame.
I mean that.
So Perez and Red Bull going for it too. Off Ferrari.
If Leclerc gets a clean lap, he should be the one to take it. That super aggressive stuff from Max did not pay off today.
No, it didn't.
Not on this particular occasion.
That'll be too some out there.
Speedy stop by the Red Bull.
2.1. Can't wait to see because I've got my lamp on because it's obviously dark. It'll be okay.
Ahead of Hulkenberg, who's down in 9th place, and ahead of Carlos Sainz, who's starting his now final lap of this race. Stewart's going to look at Liam Lawson and Franco Colapinto after the race, which has got about 2 and a bit miles to go, Martin Brundle.
Indeed, Leclerc's got a completely clear lap in front of him, and so is Perez, actually.
Yeah.
It's a straight fight there in terms of...
Yeah, Sainz obviously being Spanish has a few fans here in Mexico City. No, it's under 5 seconds. He tried his best under today, and I've got to appreciate his drive. From what happened with Verstappen to then this, appreciate it from Lando. Good drive from him today.
He's got it covered now.
And for once, he didn't be a complete bottle job.
Well, 7 days ago in Austin, he had to play second fiddle to his teammate Charles Leclerc. Ferrari brought home the 1-2. It's going to be a 1-3 today, but he's not playing second fiddle.
So no repetitive 1-2 since 2008 still for Ferrari.
Has been a brilliant performance from the Spaniard, who is well on his way to pick up another win in Formula 1.
Carlos Sainz in the stadium section.
Career win, and his second in 2024 to add to the victory in Australia. He's going to have victory here in Mexico City. He's never been on the podium at this track before.
Sainz will do it.
Stood on the top step in this city. He's going to do that now.
Sainz wins.
Sainz wins the Mexico City Grand
Lando in
Prix.
second.
Ferrari win for the second time in a week. Lando Norris comes home to take second place ahead of Charles Leclerc, going for the fastest
10
lap
points gain.
on the final lap. But this has been a big swing in the Constructors' Championship today, and it might just be what Lando Norris needed in the Drivers' Championship
maybe.
to close up a bit more on Max Verstappen. Purple Leclerc, is he going to do it, Martin?
Yeah, he should do it easily, but we'll keep an eye on Perez behind him. So there is fastest lap, 1:18.336 for an extra point for him. And for
19.3 for Leclerc.
And he's significantly faster than Perez. And there's Carlos Sainz, senior, wonderful man.
So Sainz wins for the Grand Prix of Mexico City with Lando Norris second and Charles Leclerc, who will have the fastest lap in third, nonetheless. Perez does something. Hamilton gets fourth ahead of Russell.
Finish in 6th place. Magnussen and Piastri dueling all the way to the
7th and
line.
8th for Magnussen and Piastri.
Perez trying to get that fastest lap, and Red Bull need to take a point if they can off Ferrari here. Perez crosses the line. It is not the fastest lap of the race for him. Magnussen holds off Piastri.
So 8 points for Haas. Good drive from both their drivers. Piastri P17 to P8.
Outside the points in 11th and 12th. Ocon, Bottas.
Great race from Sainz. He deserves driver of the day today.
Yes, this is masterclass, Carlos.
And that could be then, towards the end of the season, thriving McLaren for the championship because Red Bull are out of it with their current pace. Anyway, guys, that'll be it for this watch along. Thanks all for watching. Smash the like button, subscribe if anyone's new. It's totally if you signed in, and tell the notification bell to miss any future videos / streams coming up. And see you all next time. See you then. I hope you all have an amazing day. Anyone who's still in the daytime, of course.
From the get-go. I always feel he's never quite